Hello again, friends. Okay, so today I've got something, well, different for me. It's not necessarily different. I am going to make a sign out of these paint sticks. What I want to do is kind of put them almost like a picket fence where it goes up and gradually tapers down. Kind of a pain when I don't have a long enough thing here, but you get the point. So I will just kind of, there we go, something like that, where I will attach them with these bigger popsicle sticks across the back. Now I thought about, should I cut these ends straight across? And I don't know, I'm kind of liking, and I know you can't see it right now, but I will show you. I'm kind of liking the staggered look of it. We're going to be putting sunflowers in here and blue flowers. So the yellow and the blue colors work really well together. And I'm actually just realizing that those are my school colors when I lived in Colorado when I was a teenager. Alright, so I am going to be doing this with my E6000 and hot glue, and the reason for that is I don't have any more wood glue, which is not okay. I'm gonna have to get more. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the E6000 and hot glue. Just put a few dabs on here. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. Actually, I'll do a bunch at the same time. Alright, now we'll go in with hot glue and just put them down. Just make sure you've got it over all the pieces. Alright, and we have ourselves a sign. So this is, hopefully you can see it, this is pretty tall. This is what I'm talking about, the staggered ends. I thought about cutting it across, but I don't know, I kind of like it. So now, what I need to do is put this on. This is the pocket I'm going to be using, and this is blue ticking. And first thing I need to do is distress this. Alright, so I'm going to stick with this whole vertical look here, because I had thought about going this way, but I think I'm going to stick with the vertical look. Alright, so I'm literally just going to glue this to the edge. Oh, first thing I got to do is stain this, so that's what I'm going to do first. And then I'm just going to glue this on here. Let me stain it real quick. And yes, I am using Waverly Antique Wax. Alright. So these, actually, I don't think I mentioned it. These are the long, they're like extra long paint sticks. And I believe I got these from Home Depot. And I've probably had these for quite a while. Alright, this is like tearing up my baby white. So I'm actually going to use a brush. It's much darker when you use the brush until you wipe it. Alright, it is done. I did front and back so that it looks nice. And I also did this little tag. I'm thinking I'm going to use this and put something on it. So I went ahead. This is just this color wood that I just also stained. Okay, so now we have this. And this is way too new looking. And I'm going to use my ink pad. If I can find my ink pad. I've got this one. Oh, guys, seriously, it's it's right here. Yikes. Alright, so let's just go ahead and ink this thing up. This thing's falling off. Trying to get out as much as I can. There's still life in this. And if you are making something like this and you don't like it to be distressed, you can absolutely keep it new. There's no rule anywhere that says you have to distress anything. If you don't like it, don't do it. And I'm going to be folding this down, so I'm going to do this top part. I'm going to make that distressed too. There we go. That works. So, keep that out because I'm going to need the black at some point. So that's how that's going to go. So what I want to do is glue this, and I have, this is going to be a pocket, so I need to sort of pleat this bottom, I guess, so that it sits on here properly, but also I'm able to make it into a pocket. So we're going to come down here and start in the middle. So kind of just want to bunch it a little bit. I don't want it to be like sharp. I just needs to be bunched a little bit. Can do it in a couple spaces. So it's got like a little pleat to it. And I'm doing this so that it forms a pocket so that I can put stuff in it and is on the wood. There. What do we think? I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so now we will go up this edge. We're just going to go straight up. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm putting the fluff. This is just the batting in here, and that's just to kind of fluff out this pocket so that it looks good. And these flowers are just going to go in like this, and I have the blue, and I don't know if I'm going to take them off the stem yet. I'm just kind of seeing how they look like this. So that looks good, I think. I know what I'm missing. I'm missing some greenery. We're going to go in with some greenery. Again, my favorite ones. These are, actually I think I got, these ones are at Michael's. They have them both Hobby Lobby and Michael's, but these particular ones are at Michael's. So let's see here. I can put greenery in here. Helps fill it. Pull it all in here. I'm going to put something on here too, so I'm kind of keeping that a little bit cleared. And it can come through. It's nice. And I'm really glad I actually distressed the yellow because it really was too bright for what I'm doing here. Okay, so I need to get some moss, and then I need to glue all this stuff in and attach, make sure the flowers stay attached. And I also am going to go ahead and put a bow on here, and yeah, it'll probably be a messy bow this time. And I've got a pretty big tag, so I think the messy bow would go good with this tag. Just gonna tuck this in. Again, I gotta figure out some kind of fill right here because I feel like this is not, I hate it when it's like open like that or if there's nothing but leaves on the bottom. Kind of drives me a little crazy. A little bit. So maybe I will cut some of these and bring them forward. Like this. See what I'm saying? Just kind of bring them down more. Like that. Fills it in better. We can bring this one to the back. That one. Alright. So, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and make that bow. Actually, I have one already made in the blue ticking. Alright. So this is one I already have. And all I have to do is trim it. Yay, saves me some trouble. I made a whole bunch of bows because I get a lot of orders for them, but for the most part, I just make them new when I get the orders. I like keeping these around for projects that I'm doing. So I think I'll put it a little bit to the side and then put the tag on here. So this tag, I do have to glue all of that, and I will, but for the sake of time here, this tag I'm gonna put I was gonna put a bird on it, but this bird is too big. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a butterfly on here instead. Okay, green, blue, yellow, I think we're gonna stick with that because those are the colors in the flowers. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this, and I'm really just gonna go in and start putting paint in. I'm not gonna be picky about all these individual areas. I really don't have the patience for that. And then because the blue is so dark and so is the tag, I'm just going around the blue itself with a little bit of yellow so that it defines it when you take the stencil off, so you can see the edge of it. Yeah, like that. That's pretty. Kind of like these though, that one and like this one. So let's go with this one, and then I'm going to put the other one next to it. And I'm going to go in with yellow for that one. And this is Maze chalk paint. It's called, the color is Maze. It's Waverly. I don't remember if I said that or not, so. I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to go in with some brown and give it a little bit more character. I feel like that's just, it's one color, which is not okay with me. So let's go back in, and I'm going to kind of do the base of it. You know how flowers have like a darker color in the middles? That's where I'm going to go with this. So it's kind of mixing a little bit, which is fine. Just gives it a lighter brown. That's better. I like that better. Alright, so what I'm going to do, that's one flower. I think I'm going to do the other flower in like blue, just to kind of bring out the blue color. And again, this is dark compared to the tag, so you don't 100% see it all that well. So that's why I'm going in with the yellow again to kind of just add some light. I'll put it right in the middle. Alright, so this is how I'm going to do this. I actually have to distress this more because this is a lot darker. So let's grab this real quick. We'll do that. And I'm just going to attach, I'm just going to glue it right to it and then have the tag hanging down. There we go. And then every time I distress it, of course, you gotta trim. This is like a really distressed one, because it pulls out all the little strings and everything, so you gotta fix it. And you know, it looks like I'm cutting it into an absolutely perfect circle. Well, I kind of am, but when you get them, if you order them, they're going to come flat like this because of the mailing. You have to take them, and I already cut them off, but there's I leave two things kind of hanging off the twine, and that is strictly so that you can shake your bow when you get it, see, and everything fluffs up. So let's start gluing. We're going to put this here. And the tag, I put this little twine on here so I can hook it here to look cute but still have it hanging. I want it hanging, but not, I don't want it like that because then you won't see the flowers. So if I do it this way and put this a little bit to the side, I don't want to do it in the front, so we're gonna go like this. All right, so we're gonna glue this down first. And I need my finger protector here. I'm not going to go over too much, just a little bit. I don't want to cover it. These are already darker colors. But just a little, just kind of takes that edge off, you know what I mean? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, no, there was one other thing I wanted to do, and that was up here, just to give it a little bit of character up top. And I'm just gonna simply tie some twine around it. That's it. What is happening here? Oh. I just want to tie the twine around it, and yes, I still have to glue this in, just to give it some sort of character up here at the top. You know what I think I'm gonna do on the back is put a hanger like this, but so that it's like this, so you're not actually seeing it all that much. You know what I mean? So that it's not even taller. This thing's pretty tall. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to glue it to the back, and hopefully not messing all of this up. So that'll get glued on that side, and then I'll also glue it on this side, and then I'll cut it off. Now we can put a small hanger just like this. I don't want it to come up above the thing. So again, gonna go in with glue. Just kind of smush that in there. I might put a piece of fabric there so that it stays. And then we'll go this side. Can't really staple this because these are not thick enough, and the staples I have will go right through. So we're going to go here, I'm going to glue it again, and I'm going to go ahead and get, oh, probably use one of these, right? Look at that. Let's just do this. Let me stain it real quick though. Alright, so I'm not doing any special glue on this, just hot glue, because it's on the twine. It's twine and wood, so it'll stick fine. Look at that. That works. There. And that way it can hang, but you won't see it. Alright guys, what do we think? It's just a little touch up here, just to add some sort of interest at the top. We've got the bow and we have the tag down here. We don't need anything else, you know, going crazy. But I think it's pretty. And it's nice for spring. And yes, it's distressed because we are primitive people and that's what we like. And so these flowers were way too bright for anything. I mean, they're just way too bright. So I just kind of dulled them down a little bit. Kind of had these too that I had, so I'll just go ahead and add those in there. So, alright guys, this will be up on my Etsy site by the time you see this. So, as always, if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you are already subscribed, thank you. And to all of the new people who are here, I've gotten quite a bit of new subscribers lately. Welcome, and I appreciate you being here. Also, on Facebook, if you haven't already, please follow me. Again, following, liking, commenting, all that stuff on all of these platforms puts me into the algorithm and helps me get my videos out there to more people. Okay? So, we will see you guys in the next video, and you guys have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.